What you are going to do is find out which suspect may have taken Missy Baker, and you're going to do that by matching DNA. Turn to page 15 of your notebook. The first thing you're going to do is to label 4 PCR tubes. In case you're uncertain, this is a PCR tube. Okay, this little one. So you're going to label each tube. One will be labeled, as it says, A, the next one B, the next one H, and the last one D. Now notice it tells you what you need to put in each one. So I'm going to give you this bag. The first thing you're going to do with this bag is take the materials out, go to the centrifuge table, and you're going to spin these around, okay? So it may look like there's not much in there. That's because you're working with really small amounts of liquid. So there is stuff in there. It may appear to be nothing. Once you spin it, you will then see that there is more than you realized. So put them into your centrifuge, okay? Make sure that they're balanced, and you will spin it around. The other thing about the centrifuge, make sure your caps are on really tightly. For all of them, that is key. Now, for this one, you'll notice that it is not in balance. There are 5 tubes there. If that is the case, use one of the balancing tubes provided for you back at the centrifuge station. This one. Okay? So, go ahead and spin it. And then press that button, it'll pop up. Don't force it. And then you've got your tubes. Once they're nicely spun down, you will then put them directly into your tray so that they stay upright. So all of those liquids are upright. Now, on the side of each of these, it tells you what it is. So for example, this says suspect B. Here we have suspect A. Okay, so we've got A and we've got B. And then on this one, and then we've got the DNA ladder, the 2 times PCR master mix, the control D, 3 times crime lab mix, and control H. Okay, so those are all of those things that you see in your lab book. Okay, then you'll get your micropipette, and you're going to micropipette into your labeled tubes. And I'm going to suggest that you use your racks in this way. You have one test tube rack like this, and then you have the other one with a small side up. So that way, with your labeled pieces, you can have them always available. Okay? Also, keep in mind, if you need that Sharpie, it's always in with your micropipette. Okay, so for suspect A, we need to micropipette 5 microliters of template DNA. Here it is, suspect A. Now, notice there's not much there. Can you see that? There is a tiny amount in there. That is because you only need 5 microliters. So make sure your pipette is set correctly. It needs to be at 0.50. Okay. Okay, so I have it at 5 microliters, and this is the H20. Also, keep your technique in mind. Remember, you take it to the first stop, put it in, extract it out, and then to the next one, you take it all the way. So here is my suspect A. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to put it all the way down to the bottom and then just a little bit up and take it up. And that's what I should have. Okay, see that little bit. And there's really, now you see there's really like nothing left. I got all 5 microliters. So that one's done. I'm going to take that and put it into tube A. And remember, I take it all the way to the second stop. Okay. That's 5 microliters of A. Then I need 5, then I gotta change my tips because we don't want to contaminate them. Now I need 5 microliters of suspect B. Here's suspect B. And again, there's a tiny amount there. I'm gonna take five microliters of B. Okay, so now I've got my 5 microliters in each one. Now I need 10 microliters of the Crime Lab primer mix. The 3 times PCR mix. So here's the 3 times PCR mix. There's not a lot there. So make sure that you, there is exactly 40 microliters in here. So you don't want to, don't take more than you need. So now I'm going to change my micropipette to 10. Okay, I've got it at 10. That in the first one. You want to be careful that you don't contaminate them. So you can actually change the tips on each one. Perfect. That was exactly 40. I got a tiny bit left over. Probably not much to be able to use. So I've got 10 microliters of that. Now I need 15 microliters of the 2 times PCR mix, which is this one, in each one. There you go. So I'm going to change this, 15. Okay. So here we go for this one. First one. I'm actually going to change the tip each time now. I really want to make sure I don't have any contamination. All right, this just made it. Now I've got 30 microliters in each one. You can always hold them up so that you can compare each one. And you can compare and see, okay, are your liquids about the same amount of volume? And if they are, that means you probably have about 30 microliters in each one. Excellent. So now I'm going to take these and spin them. Now when you want to spin these, you want to make sure that you have these in place. So there's 2, and your lids, your caps are on really tightly to make sure that no liquids get out. All right, now we've got them all nicely mixed. Put them back in your order. And you can go on to page 16. Now, if you are at a stopping point, if that's all that you can do today, you're going to take these tubes, make sure they are super tightly capped because you don't want to lose any of your liquids. Put your name on it, on the masking tape. Okay, put your name on the tape and then just put them in the tape. and then you'll fold it up and give it to me, and then I'll have them in the freezer overnight because we don't want the DNA to get, if it stays at room temperature, it's not going to work. So we'll put it in the freezer overnight, and then you can run them tomorrow.